Hello and welcome to my Headteacher's update for July 2023 as the video version of the letter which has been sent home on the 13th of July 2023. As I explained in my update for Term 5, the Governors have been working closely with staff and the Lighthouse Schools Partnership to review our strategic planning as we look to the future of Churchill Academy and Sixth Form over the coming years. We have today published our new 3-year strategic plan on the Academy website. This plan will take us from September 2023 to August 2026 and is designed around our vision to set no limits on what we can achieve, our purpose to inspire and enable young people to make a positive difference, and our values of kindness, curiosity and determination. The plan has 5 objectives. Firstly, that all students demonstrate excellent behaviour, effort and attitudes to learning. Secondly, every student enjoys the highest quality of education. Thirdly, that our personal development programme ensures that students embody the Academy's vision, values and purpose. Fourthly, that leadership and management is ambitious and persistent in pursuit of our goals. And fifthly, that we're fully integrated into the vision, ethos, systems and structures of the Lighthouse Schools Partnership to the mutual benefit of the Academy and the Trust. You can read further details and the full strategic plan on our website now. In order to support the first objective in that plan, we're introducing a new behaviour policy from September 2023. This policy has also been published on our website, and you can view the full policy there. I'm going to provide a full summary of the key points, but I would urge families to refer to the full policy for further information about the legislative framework supporting the policy, reasonable adjustments for students with special educational needs and disabilities, and the scope, review, and further detail of the policy. Students have been briefed about the policy in assemblies. In this update, I hope to give you an overview of our new approach so that you can support us with ensuring that all students benefit from disruption-free learning in a safe, happy and secure learning environment. So we've had a full review and overhaul of the behaviour system. Feedback from staff, students and families via the surveys and direct communication has shown that the current system is too cumbersome and difficult to navigate. As a result, sanctions can take place too long after the behaviour itself, which means that the connection between the incident and the sanction can be lost. Consequently, students are not able to learn lessons effectively. It is also the case that the complexity of our current system can lead to issues with consistency of application. Furthermore, families have told us that they want to be better informed about behaviour in school. We've sought to address these concerns by introducing a simpler system with much greater clarity on the principle that rewards and sanctions should, as far as possible, be immediate, certain and consistent. At the same time, we're seeking to improve communication with families so that you're better informed about your child's behaviour in school. We're introducing a new system of house points from September to reward students. Students can be awarded house points for successfully meeting the Academy's expectations as follows. 1 house point is awarded for any positive behaviour in line with the Academy's expectations and values, above and beyond meeting the basic expectations. This could include modelling positive behaviour, setting a good example, or going over and above basic expectations. 2 house points can be awarded for consistent, repeated or significant positive behaviour in line with the Academy's expectations and values. And 3 house points is a WOW reward for special contribution to the Academy or positive behaviour which goes over and above expectations or sets a role model example for others to follow. House points contribute to students' conduct point score as well as cumulatively feeding into their house totals as part of the House Cup competition. For this purpose, sixth form students will be treated as the 6th house and will therefore be awarded house points in the same way as main school students. Students' conduct point score, that's the behaviour points subtracted from their house points, contribute towards commendations as follows. 25 points achieves a tutor commendation, 75 conduct points achieves a head of house commendation, 125 points for the head teacher's commendation and 175 points for the governor's commendation as currently. House points and conduct points totals will be visible in MCAS, that's the My Child at School portal, as soon as they're awarded. In addition, teaching staff have been allocated time each week to contact home about 3 students each to celebrate successes and emphasise positives. This may be through a phone call, an email or a postcard home. We hope that this will improve the connection between families in the Academy and emphasise the many positives that students show throughout their time at the Academy. When students make mistakes, it's imperative they learn from them. That is at the core of our new approach to sanctions, with the intention that any breach of our expectations is met with a sanction which is immediate, certain, and consistent. We're simplifying our behaviour system so that it's easier to understand and apply. In the classroom, students will be issued with a behaviour point for any breach of our classroom expectations. This behaviour point serves as a warning. It says, you've not met this expectation, you now need to make sure that you meet the Academy's expectations for the remainder of the lesson. If there is a second breach of expectations in the same lesson, a second behaviour point will be issued, and this will result in the student's removal from the lesson and transfer to an internal behaviour space called the refocus room. The refocus room is an internal isolation room where students will be expected to work in silence. They have access to the curriculum through specially prepared materials, so they do not miss out on learning. However, the intention of the refocus room is to provide an immediate opportunity for students to reflect on their behaviour so that support can be provided to help them avoid repeating the same mistakes. Time spent in refocus is on an escalating tariff as follows. The first time a student is sent to refocus, they will spend 2 lessons in there plus 1 social time. If they're sent for a second time, they will spend 3 lessons and a social time in there. The third time will be 4 lessons and 2 social times. And if they're sent for a fourth time or any subsequent times beyond that, they will spend a whole day in refocus with 2 social times. If a student is sent to refocus, a member of staff who sent them will contact you directly to explain what has happened. This incident will also be logged in MCAS, My Child at School system, so that you'll be fully informed. The member of staff will also seek to hold a restorative conversation with the student before their next lesson. Our aim is to achieve disruption-free learning so that students can get on with their lessons without being disturbed by poor behaviour. Outside of the classroom, we expect our students to be respectful, polite, safe, and calm. If a student does not meet the Academy's expectations outside of lessons, for example before school, during lesson changeover, during break or lunch, or after school, they'll be sent immediately to a timeout detention. In social time, this detention will be served immediately for the remainder of that social time. Before school, during lesson changeover, or after school, the student will serve the detention at the next available social time. A behaviour point will be added for any timeout detention, which will be visible in MCAS, the My Child at School portal, so that you are fully informed. Serious incidents of poor or significant poor behaviour may result in an immediate full tariff refocus sanction for 5 lessons and 2 social times, or potentially suspension or permanent exclusion from school. Examples of serious incidents in the policy include, but are not limited to, swearing at members of staff, aggressive or rude attitude, bullying, discrimination, including racism, homophobia or transphobia, vandalism, truancy, gambling, threatening behaviour, refusal to follow instructions, fighting or recording a fight, dangerous or reckless behaviour, physical assault, any sexual harassment or assault, and the possession of drugs, alcohol or weapons. I should reassure you that such incidents are thankfully very rare at Churchill Academy and Sixth Form, but it's important to state that these behaviours will not be tolerated as part of our community. Families will always be informed directly if their child is involved in a serious incident or significant poor behaviour. There are no changes to our uniform for September 2023, although we have clarified some details around jewellery and equipment. The full uniform, jewellery and equipment code is appended to the letter which has been sent out, the paper version or the electronic version of this presentation. Of course, it's always available on the Academy's website. So we would ask for your support in ensuring that students are properly dressed and equipped for school. From September, if a student is in incorrect uniform, they'll be issued with a behaviour point and offered the correct uniform to wear. A reminder of our policy on shoes, again copied directly from the website and from the uniform code attached to the letter, just for clarity in case you're buying new school shoes over the summer. Any jewellery beyond the uniform code will be confiscated for collection at the end of the day and a behaviour point will be issued. If students have any adornments which cannot be removed, for example false nails which are glued on, or if there is any lack of compliance with correcting their uniform, they'll be placed in refocus until it be sorted out with home, for example an appointment made to remove the false nails, or if you're able to bring in correct uniform items from home. The easiest way to avoid this issue is to ensure that your child is correctly dressed for school in line with the code that's attached to the letter, and that they save their extra jewellery for outside of school. Student behaviour is the major focus of our school improvement for the year ahead. We assure you will share our ambition that all students benefit from disruption-free learning in a safe, happy and secure learning environment. For this to be the case, we will need your support. We need you to talk to your children about their behaviour in school. We'll need you to ensure that they have sensible, appropriate boundaries outside of school. And we'll need you to tell them that you will back the school in celebration of their successes, but also in tackling any issues that occur. If you ever do have an issue with a decision that's been made in school, please do contact us so we can resolve it. But in the meantime, please ensure that your child knows that you support the school's decisions and the school's policies. The partnership between home and school and the shared interests of your children is the key that will unlock our success. We'll be providing further information about the behaviour policy and other aspects of the strategic plan and our provision at Parent Information Evenings in September. These will be in-person briefings from senior staff tailored to the specific needs of students in each year group as follows. Year 7 on Monday the 25th of September. This is next year's Year 7. Next year's Year 8 on Thursday the 21st of September. Next year's Year 9 on Tuesday the 19th of September. Next year's Year 10 on Monday the 18th of September. Next year's Year 11 on Monday the 11th of September. Next year's Year 12 on Wednesday the 20th of September. And next year's Year 13 on Tuesday the 26th of September. Each meeting will begin at 6:30 p.m. and will take place in the Academy Hall. There'll be an opportunity at the end of each meeting for you to ask questions and discuss any issues with staff. I will send out my traditional end-of-term head teachers update in the last week of this term next week. In the meantime, with thanks for your continued support of the Academy.